Hello everyone, it's Professor Sadiq Noor, and in this video I'm gonna be working with multiple worksheets and workbooks. This is my fifth video regarding Microsoft Excel, so working with multiple worksheets and workbooks. So after watching this video, the objective of this video is that you will be able to format the consolidated worksheet, fill using a linear series, using date, time, rounding functions, apply a custom format code, copy a worksheet, drill to add data to multiple worksheets at the same time, select and deselect the sheet combinations, enter formula that uses the 3D cell references, use the paste gallery, format the 3D pie chart with an exploded slice and linear leader lines, save individual worksheets and separate workbook files, and view and hide multiple workbooks, and consolidate the data by linking separate workbooks. So the thing is, what is consolidation? The process of combining data on a multiple worksheets and displaying a result on another worksheet is called consolidation. So consolidation is what is the process of combining the data on multiple worksheets and displaying the result on another worksheet, and this process is called consolidation. All right, so let's start Excel. Going to my search, and Excel is already here, so click on Excel. And then I will maximize it. I will go with the blank workbook. Now, as from my previous videos, this is the tabs, all right? Now this section here below the tab is the ribbon, as you know, ribbon. The ribbon consists of groups. You see, these are the groups. These are the group has names. I say the separator is the line separating the other group on the ribbon. So style is the name of the group, number group, alignment group, font, and so on. So when you change your tab, the ribbon will automatically change. Here is your formula bar, which is very much important in Excel. Anything that you type inside the cell is gonna be visible in the formula bar. All right. This guy here is the name box. Is the name, but the name box indicate where currently you are located, in what cell you are in. Right. And then this is your worksheet, right? Your worksheet. Now your worksheet consists of columns and rows, as you see in the top. So the worksheet consists of columns and rows. The rows are represented by by numbers. It is represented by number like 1, 2, 3, and so on. All right, by number. Whereas the columns are represented by alphabet, right? By alphabet. As you see here, these are the columns. And the rows, as you see here, they are represented by number, all right? So this is your status bar below here. And always you're gonna start with one worksheet. And then when you need more worksheet, then you have to click the plus sign to keep on adding the different sheets, all right? And this is your view of your Excel in the status bar. Normal view, print layout, and page break. And then this one is the zoom to zoom your worksheet. Now I will zoom so you're gonna see what I'm gonna be typing. All right. So then the first thing is once we have started Excel and we clicked on blank workbook, now we need to save the workbook. As you see, it says book one. So we have to go to file, save, browse. I have a folder I created, Excel, and then we're gonna call this SCEX underscore 5 and then a rental, or you can just call it rentals or rental. It's not necessary to put the SCEX, all right? So now it's been named as a rental. Next is now in a cell A1, I'm in A1 as the name box indicate, right? So we're gonna type the title. So we're gonna type the title. The title is gonna be Blue Village Rental Properties. Then press the enter key to go to A2 and type consolidated property manager worksheet. Now we have to go to A6 and then we have to type this information, income, and then we have to type expenses. In A8 we have to type advertising. We have to type cleaning in A9. We have to type commissions in A10. We have to type assurance. Then we have to type in A12 management. We have to type repairs. We have to type taxes. And then we have to type in A15 utilities. All right. Now we have to format the worksheet. So what we need is we have to drag the row number 5. Let me move a little bit up. Then I will shrink it a little bit down. All right. So number 5, row number 5 now is 14. So we have to move it to 37.8. As you see, the screen tip is showing me where I am right now. 37.8. So I need to go to the format here, row height, and let me go back. Let me select format, row height, and then we want 37.8. And then click OK. Now next, what we need is we have to go to the column A and we have to drag it to the right until it becomes 15 inches. 15. Release your finger. Now select B and then hold the shift and click G. And then we want to move it to 14.67. So go to the right of the G. It has to be 14.67. All right. Next, we have to click A1, right? Now we need to enter the column titles, B5. In B5, so we need to enter the column title, right? So to enter the big text in a new line in Excel, we have to hold the Alt and the Enter key, right? So type projected percentage change, right? So what we want to do while we are here, and then we have to press the Alt key and Enter key. All right. And then we have to see the text have to be in a new line. All right. So projected. All right. Next we want to do 2028. And then we're gonna say projected 2029, projected 2030, and then projected 2031, and then we have to say total projected, and then hold the Alt and the Enter key, and then change. All right. So let's go back to this one. I will delete it, and then I will type it again. Projected. Then hold the Alt key and the Enter key and type percentage change. Perfect. So that's how you're gonna define or name your columns. Now we have to use the fill series. Next is to create a linear series. While creating the consolidated worksheet in this video, a simple data is used for the projected percentage change, right? And the 2028 cost. So to do that, let's go to B6, which is the income. And then we're gonna type 2.00%, right? And then, or you could type 2, okay? If we don't want a decimal right now, although, so 2, right? Now, once we press the enter key, right? So the next thing we want to do now, we have to select B6 all the way to B15, all right? B16. Then we're gonna go to the fill under the editing, and then this guy here is filled below the sigma here, and then we're gonna click on series, and then we want the tab to be linear, and then the step is gonna be point 024, right? And then click OK. All right. So if you want to have 2 decimal places, perfect. Just I went to the number group under the home tab and I clicked it, increase decimal place. Next we have to go to 20, which is C5, C6, and then type 1, 2, and then select both of them, then fill it down. All right. Now, the next thing is we have to use today function. Right, so D3, and then type equal today. When you tap today, you will see the function 3 of them. So tap the second one, double click the second one, and then close the parentheses and enter. All right. Today. And then we have to right click on D3. And then when you see the shortcut menu, go to format cell, select date, and then we are looking for the one down here, 14 March 12, and then click OK. All right. Now we need to enter the formulas using the round function. The round function in Excel is used to round the numbers to a specified number of decimal places, right? So the round, we need to provide the number that we want to round it, and then we have to provide the number of digits you want to round to, right? So in this case, we're gonna go to D6, and then we're gonna start with equal, and then we're gonna use the function round. So double click it. Now it's asking you what number you wanna round. So we're gonna say C6 multiply, then open a parenthesis. So we need to make absolute the column. So shift and the dollar sign B6, right? Plus 1, close the parenthesis. So comma. Now the next one in dark is the number of digit. I want to round it to 2. Close the big parenthesis for the round. All right. Now press the enter key. Now let's go back to, you can fill it down, right? So we have done this one in D6. So we need to copy this to E6 and fill it down. All right. Now we have to fill it down, hold the fill handle and now move it down to F17, F15. Perfect. Now let's go to G6 and then let's start with equal F6 minus C6. Press the enter key. Now fill it down. Select G6, hold the fill handle, not the tick plus, the small teeny plus. Hold the left key and drag it down. Next. Next is now we have to select C16. C16. So we're gonna start with an equal. And then we have to put equal C16. And then we're gonna start with equal. And then click C6. Then minus the sum. And then close the sum. We wanna sum it actually. Press the enter key. So let's see what we did here. Yeah, we want to sum what? So I didn't put the number actually. Sum. We want to sum these ones here. C8 all the way to C15. C8 all the way to, now press the enter key. Minus 51. So whatever in C6 minus after summing C8 all the way to C15. That's why we get negative 51. All right. Now let's move back to C16 and then we have to copy across to copy the formula to D16 all the way to G16. So hold the fill handle. All right. Perfect. Now we need to format the title, the subtitle, and the date. So let me shrink it down. So the next I want to do is select A1 and A2. All right. And then let's go to the Home tab, the Style group here. Click the hairstyle, and then we will click Title. Now select A1, and we have to go to the Font group, and then click on the size to 22. All right. Now let's select A1 all the way to G1, and then we will go to merge and center. So under the alignment group in the ribbon, click on merge and center, and then we wanna merge it to the center. It's already to the center. Now select A2, and then we have to give it the size 14. It's now 18. Click the drop down, 14. Now select A2 all the way to G2 to merge it. Go to the alignment, click on merge and center. Now select D3, go to the style, and then let's apply style number 4, this one here. Now we have to center the D3, so go to the alignment and center. All right. Now select A1 all the way, A1 all the way to G3. So A1 all the way to G3. And then let's go to the fill. And then we have to find out gold. So we are looking for gold. Orange. So we need fill the color with the home gold as in 4 lighter 60%. So gold. So we need to change the theme. Give me a few seconds. So actually, I'm looking for if they want us to change the theme of the worksheet, but I don't see that they have changed it. So, so this color here, let's see if I go here, and then let's see what we see here. So I have orange. So actually that's what the book has used. It's like an orange, like a yellow. But I don't see the one they have used. Let me go to the page layout and then the color. If I can see, I can get the gold. Now I see the gold. So see, they didn't mention. So gold, and we are looking for gold as in 4. %60%. This one. Now we have to format the columns, the rows, and the title, right? So to do that, we have to select B5, B5, all the way to G5. And then we have to click on the center, right, to align the text to the center. Now we need to hold the control key and select A5. Now we need to go to the set styles, and then we have to choose heading 3. Heading 3. All right. Now I need to go back to the page layout. Right. Now select the A6 all the way to A7. A6 all the way to A7. And then we will boldface. And then we're gonna indent all the expenses. To indent, you will go to the alignment, increase indent. All right. And then the next one is that we have to select A8 and then we indented it. All right. Now select A16 all the way to G16. Go to the format. So the color change according to the theme that we selected. All right. So that's that. All right. So let me check again about the theme because the only one, the gold one, I couldn't find it. So did somehow they said to use a theme somewhere that I missed looking at. So actually, I don't see. Actually, we cannot just use any color. That's okay. So, so I don't see they have used any theme to change the formation. All right. So I'm looking if I missed it. So sometimes, there's small thing that you miss. So there's nothing I missed in here. Okay. So what we're gonna do, we will continue with this, but the book has used the blue color. So like they went here, and they used the blue color, the office one, right? So if we're gonna go back with this one, I don't see any. That's orange. So if we're gonna go back, that's the gold. Yeah, I found it, guys. So actually, what they did was they went here and then they went here and they selected Office 23 and 22. Now we're gonna select this again and then we're gonna go back to the home The book didn't say that. That's the one. Gold. All right. Now that's perfect. Now the next thing we want to do here is that we're gonna format the code. Excel assign an internal format code to every format style listed in the format cells dialog box. So this format code do not print, but acts as a template with a placeholder to define how you want to apply the unique formatting, right? So let's do this. We will create our own format code, all right? So a workbook might call for a visual presentation of a data that cannot be accomplished with the existing Excel format code. Sometimes you can create your own format code that Excel doesn't have it, but you want to accomplish your own, right? So to do that, what we want to do is we need to click C6, C6 all the way to G6. Then hold the Control key and select C8, C8 all the way to G16, right? Now right click on any of the selected cell and then go to Format Cells and then click on Custom, all right? And then in the custom, in the text box, you will type $, the hash, comma, hash 0 dot 00 semicolon, open a square bracket, type blue, the color you want. I can say magenta, pink, anything I like. And then open a parenthesis. And then $, and then the hash, and then comma, 2 hash, and then 0.00, and then close. So I create my own custom format code, right? Then click OK after you typed it. So this turns to blue color, the one with the negative, and the ones all these are negative values. Next, now we have to deselect all these. All right. Now we have to select B6, B6, all the way to B6. Now we have to click. Then we have to hold the control key, select B8 all the way to B15. Right? So again, I will do it. Click B6. B6, hold the control and drag it. So actually, they want B6 all the way to, so control, then go here, select all this with the control key. I was trying to find if there's another way to do it. Now do right click, go to format cells, then go to custom, then click here, and then we're gonna type 0.00% semicolon blue, open and parenthesis, 0.00%. Click OK. Now we want to see if there's any spelling wrong. Go to review. You can click A1, go to review tab, spelling check. We don't have any problem. Now working with multiple worksheets. So what we want to do is we need to add a worksheet to our workbook. All right. So we will click the plus sign here as I told you earlier to add a new sheet. All right. So what we're gonna do, we will click sheet 1, right? And then we will click, right click, select all sheets, all right? So we select the entire workbook. Now we're gonna do copy, go to home, copy, so we need to select this one actually. Because we have to select, then copy. Now go to sheet number 2, and then paste. Select, so go back. Escape, select the whole thing, copy, go to sheet 2, and paste. That's simple as that. So what I did was I went back to sheet 1. I copied, right? So you need to select from here to select the whole sheet like this. So once everything has been selected, then copy. And then go to the next sheet, select A1, and then paste. All right. Now we will create, also you can do this way. You can also do this way. Select the first one, do right click on the sheet 1 until you see the shortcut menu, then move or copy. And then we're gonna say move to the end. Move to the end and create a copy of the first one and then click OK. All right. So then the next one we need, we're gonna say the next I need is to copy another one. All right. So we're gonna do select this one, right click to the end, create a copy. Then we're gonna do right click the sheet 1 to the end, create a copy. So we have 4 now. All right. So we have sheet 1, sheet 2, 1 of 2, 1 of 3, 1 of 4. Perfect. Now we have to go to drill the entry through the worksheets. All right. So first what we want to do, we need to right click on sheet 1 and then we need to select all the sheets, right? Now we need to go and type in B6. I will type 3%, 3%, 3%. All right. 3%. So we need to see this one, it should change. So let me go back to select this. And now remember we did to customize it. So let me see again. The code should apply automatically, but I noticed that it does not. So I want to check, did I put it the right way? So we have 0.00% semicolon blue and then 0.00%. So it's perfect. According to that, it should change to blue color. Okay, so the other thing that we have to do, we have to delete this. And then we have to type this in here, -2, and then 2, 2.5, 1.5. Actually, it's working well. 3.5, -1, 2.2, and 2. And you see, this is the color that we applied, the blue color. So it's working well. Perfect. So we did this. Now we have to right click, and then we have to select ungroup the sheets. All right. Now we have to double click the sheet 2, and then we have to name it river. When you group the sheet, what you did there, you see it changes here too. So river north is the sheet name. Press the enter key. Now right click, step, then we need gray. Gray SN3. Gray SN3, this is the one. Now double click A2. And then we're gonna say consolidated. We're gonna say north, river north. So we need to highlight the consolidated and replace by river north. Property management. And click it. All right. Then we have to select A1 all the way to G3. Then we have to go to the fill. And then we need to have the gray 60%. Gray SN3. Next, in C6, let me zoom it. We're gonna type 1266.208.98. and then C8, 4879.54, and then 12987.36, and then C10, the commission 6887, and then 1500.37, and C12 75750.00, then 40,270.03, then C14 35,020.36, and then 8992.21. All right, so everything look perfect. Now we have to modify the next one, this one here. So double click the sheet to rename it, and this will be River West. Press the enter key, then right click on it, tab color, and we are looking for the orange. Orange as in two lighter, 60%. Okay. And then we have to go to it and double click and then highlight, consolidate it, and change it to River West. River West. Select A1 all the way to G3. Go to the fill. We want to use gray. So we did this. Now we have to select A4 all the way to G16. Then we have to go to the bucket. %80%. The orange one. Orange SN2 lighter, 80%. Perfect. Now we have to change the values in C6. So this one will be 1366804.73. So it's 1366804 C8 434 40. 14934. Press the enter key. The commission is 7887. 100.34. 70. 38745.87. 30. 100.15. And then 89. 8,952.09. Perfect. Now let's modify the fourth one. Double click it, and this will be called reversed. Press the enter key. Then right click, tab color. This time we are looking for blue. Blue SN5, 60%. So blue SN5, 60%. So that's the color for the tab. Now we need to change the consolidated word. Delete over select and then type over it. Reversed. Alright. Now select A1 all the way to G3. And then let's go to the bucket. And we want blue SN5 light is 60%. Now select A4 all the way to G16. Go to the font, select the bucket, and then we are looking for 80%. Now we have to drill it, change the numbers in here. So this will be 1, 3, 4, 2, 9, 8, 8, 5, 3.23, 1, 2, 7, 3, 9.54, 9, 3, 2, 4.00. In C11 the assurance, then 7, 2, 3, 5, 0.00. 30,400. 35,102 $10,540.68. So we're done with this one too. So now we're gonna do the last one. Double click it. And we wanna change the name to River South. Right click. This will be green. Green SS6. Now let's go to A2, highlight the consolidated and replace by River South. Now select A1 all the way to G3. And then we have to go to the bucket. Green SS6, lighter 60%. And then we have to select A4 all the way to G16. Go back to the bucket and select 80%. Green SS6 and lighter 80%. Now we need to change the values for the 2018. $70,950. 35,982.33. 30,302.18. And then 91,092 and 72 cents. So that complete the drill. So let's go to this one. So this one we have to make it also gray. So we need something above that. 80%, that's what we were using actually. You can leave it like that if you wanna. So that's the 80% gray, SN3, 80%. Now double click the sheet 1 and type it, consolidate it, and press the enter key to rename the sheet 1 now. Now for this one, right click the consolidated sheet, go to the tab, go to the gold, and it should be gold as in for lighter 60%. Now select A4 all the way to G16. Right, go to the bucket, and we wanna have white. Perfect. Now we have to use referencing the cell across the worksheet. So we're gonna use the 3D references to consolidate the payroll expenses. The following set create a 3D different references in a cell C6 and C8 all the way to C15 on the consolidated worksheet. Okay, so actually the 3D references is used when you wanna select any of the cell from the other worksheet to add up. Whenever you wanna add from the other worksheet like the river north, west, east, and south. So let's start using the 3D references. So I will delete the income equal. You will start with the sum function. Double click the sum. Now it says, where is your sum? There's your first number. So click on the sheet river north and then click on this one, the north, and C6, the income. Then comma, comma. Now number 2, go here, select this one, comma. Number 3, go to the river east, select the C6 from the river east, then comma. Go to the south worksheet and click on C6 under the river south. Now hold the shift key and close the parenthesis and then press the enter key. That gives us the total for all the expenses for 2018 for the other worksheets. They were summed up together and we come up with 5,147,841.26. All right. Now we can use the paste gallery, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go here and copy, and then we have to select C C8 all the way to C15, right? And then we have to go to the paste, and then we have to select paste formulas. So click on it. Perfect. All right. Now escape to stop the feature of the copy. Now everything look perfect. Right? So let me go back to the consolidated. What you did was you selected here, and then you start with equal and the sum function, right? And then the first number, then you went here, and then you choose this, then comma, then the second number, you choose this, comma, then you went, select this, comma, and then you went to the last one and you selected the 2018 income. Once you did that, close the present, then press the enter key and you will come back to the consolidated worksheet that has the total now. Now we have to format the pie chart. Next is to insert a 3D pie chart on a worksheet. All right. So what we need to do now in the consolidated worksheet, we have to select A8 all the way to A15, hold the control key, select D8 all the way to D15, right? We're gonna create the pie chart. Then let's go to insert tab, and then we have to go to the chart group, the pie, and then we have to click the 3D, click on it. Now we need to give the title of the chart as projected 29 space consolidated expenses. Then click anywhere. Now we need to change the style of the chart. We have to select number 4. So the chart style is here, right? Or you could use this one. It's up to you. So from the ribbon, look for style number 4. 1, 2, 3. This is the one, number 4. Click on it. Now we need to move the chart on the same worksheet, right? So we need approximately, we have to move it to C18. Right? Until in the F. You can move it to B, not to F. There you go. Now you can resize the chart by holding the circle Mm, you're gonna do it the way you want it. Now the next is to explore the slice. In this chart, the management slice dominate because it is so large. So with the following step, explore the next largest slice of the 3D pie to draw attention to the second largest contributing expense. So why exploding or offsetting a slice in a chart emphasize it, all right? So to do that, we need to click the repair. Repair is the green. So click it twice until you see that the dots on the repair, right? And do right click and then click on format the data point. And then you see here we are in the last one, series option, angle of the first slide and point explosion. So you want to point explosion to be 20%. So you can spin or you can write 20. That's the second largest, 20. Right? And then also you can rotate the 3D pie. Okay. You can rotate the pie to 280-degree. Now what we need is we have to close this. Now we have to do right click and then format. We don't want the flow, we need the format chart. Format chart area. Click on it. And then in the middle one, effect. And then we have to go to 3D rotation. And then in the X rotation, we will type 280. All right, 280. So we set the X rotation set to 280. And then close it. Now, actually, if you do selection here, it's not gonna work. You have to go a little bit up here, right click, then format chart. Then you will hit the second, then 3D rotation. Right. Now we have to format the data labels. The following step, format the data label using the format data label pane. You will choose the element to include in the data label. So set the position, choose the numbering format and create linear lines. A linear line connects the data label with its data point, helping you identify the individual slice, right? So to do that, let's click on the chart element. Let's click here. Let me close this first. Then we will click on data labels. And then we will click for more option. And then we will go for more, right? For more. And then we will say give us the category. We don't want the value. We want the percentage. We want to show the leaders line, and then the best fit is already selected, and that's it. So close the format data labels. All right. Now, also we need to go back here, go to the arrow again, more, and then click down to the number, scroll all the way down, and then we want the category, click percentage, and then we only need the decimal 2 to format the percentage with 2 decimals. All right. And then we have to close the format data labels, right? And then you can adjust this, now drag it. This is the leader. Perfect. Right. Right. Now to add a chart border, to add a chart border. Chart border helps to separate the chart from the other worksheet content. All right. So chart border. All right. So we have to click the chart. The chart is selected. Now in the ribbon, you will see chart element. Go to format, sorry. Format. Then the shape outline. Click on it. And then we are looking for green. Click on it. Now click on the shape outline and then go to the weight 1 point to make it border thicker. So 1 point. Next, so now we have to click anywhere here to see the border. Now hit the floppy to save your work. Now to use the accessibility checker, so we have to go to review. The accessibility checker is to identify issues that could prove difficult for the people with disabilities to read, either alone or with the adaptive tools, such as the screen readers, right? So to do that, let's go to review. And then we have to check accessibility and then click on check accessibility. Now it says there is nothing to worry, everything look good, except they said the missing an alternate text. So click on it and then type here. So we're gonna add the description. The description is gonna say 3D 3D pie chart showing the projected 2029 consolidated expenses, the repairs category is being emphasized emphasized. The categories shown are adverse advertising, comma, cleaning, comma, commission, commissions, comma, insurance, comma, management, comma, repairs, comma, taxes, comma, and utilities. Then hit the save. Now it looks good, no issues found. I don't have any issues. The people with disability also they can see the worksheet. Now next is we have to go, let's close the accessibility assistant. Let's go to page layout and then let's click on the page setup and click the page setup launcher, the gray arrow, and then go to margins. And then we have to choose horizontally. I want it to be in the middle. And then the left should be 0.5. On the right, the margin 5.5. So we will do right click on the console and then select all sheets. And then we're gonna go to the launcher here under the page setup, margins 0.5 horizontally, and then click OK. Now right click on the console and then ungroup the sheets. Now we have to add the header. We need to add the header. So we have to use the page layout view to change the headers on the worksheet. Page layout under the View tab. All right. And then we will scroll up. And then here, we're gonna type in the header here, we're gonna type Shelly. Cashman. In the middle box, we're gonna say property management, property manager worksheet, worksheet. All right. Now we will add the footer also. So scroll down. We will go to the, so here, select the footer again, the header, and then go to footer, and then we will, so we will say page, space bar, and then we need to enter the page number. Page and then page number. Okay, now we have to click anywhere above, like that, to get out of the worksheet. And then we will go back to view and then normal. You can also do it from here. You can also do it from here to switch it back, right? Now, if you wanna print, not adjust, and actually you will have to select with the control, and then you will have to print, for example, if you wanna do this, hold the control. Now let's go to file, print. This is the selected one. All right. Now, if we go to file and print, so let's go back to the orientation. Let's make a landscape. Now everything look perfect. Go here and then say fit on one page. So now everything look perfect, right? So this is my active, the consolidated is the active sheet. So go back. Now to create a separate file from a worksheet. Now the following step creates a new workbook from each location worksheet. Why do we need this is that each individual rental property will like to receive a file with its own projection for the next 3 years. All right. Now to do that, we will do right click. So if you have selected them, then we have to unselect them. right? So we will do right click. We will do right click on the north and then copy or move. And then you will go here to a new book now, not on the same, in a new book. Create a copy, click OK. The north is being created as you see here, right? And then you will go to File, Save, and then I will save it under my desktop Excel folder, and I will call this one River North, right? So that's one is created now. I will minimize it. Now do the right. The second one, right click, move, click to a new book, create a copy. Okay, it opens a new. And then we're gonna go here, save as, browse, and that one will be the River West. That's the River West. Now I can minimize this one too. Now let's go to the fourth, the east. Over copy, click to book, new book, create a copy. Now we will go to File, Save As, Browse. I will browse it in the Excel, and that will be the River South. We did the north, west, this is the east. Now this one, minimize it. Now let's go to the south. Right click, move or copy from the shortcut when you did right click on the River South tab or the worksheet tab. Then new, copy. Now file, save or save as, it doesn't matter now because it's a new workbook. So this one will be River South. All right. So we did this. Now the next thing we want to do, so we did all. Now we need the consolidation one. So first, what we did was we did consolidation when within the same workbook. Now, what if they are all individual workbook? the file, save as, browse. That's the last one, the consolidated sheet. Workbook. Right, so all the files been. Now what we're gonna do, consolidating the data by linking separate workbooks now. So a link is a reference to the cell or range of cell in another workbook. So we're gonna do linkage now. We have to link it. So the consolidated main workbook that contains the link to the separate workbook is called the dependent workbook. The separate and individual workbook from which you need data are called the source workbook. So again, the consolidated main workbook that contains the link to the separate workbook is called the dependent workbook, whereas the separate individual workbook from which you need the data are called the source workbook, right? So to do that, what we need to do is we have so everything is done now. We need to close Excel. So close. So everything has been saved and closed. Now, what we need is we need to open. We already created one, the consolidated. So let's go to the open Excel. And then we will go to open, browse. Now go to your desktop, your Excel, and then select one after the other. And then click open, right? So now to switch to a different open workbook, all right? So to do that, we will go to view, and then we will go to the switch windows, and then you can switch between the windows. So we will get the first one, enable. So that's our main one, right? So this is the main one. So in this main one, we will change something here, like we will make it, we will delete some of these. So we are changing all this stuff. So we need to select D, hold the shift key, then we need to delete them. So we want to leave it like this. And then we want to merge these again. Right? Now in B, in A5, sorry, A4, we're gonna say expenses category, and then we're gonna say projected 2029, right? So we're gonna stretch this, right? So now what we wanna do, we wanna also create a chart, all right? So we're gonna select all the control key. So let's delete. We don't want this. So this row and this row has to be deleted. Okay. We will make this to be boldface. Now highlight this. Then hold the control key and select. Now go to insert, high, and then we need the 3D, and then put it somewhere here. Actually, we do have the chart, so I will delete it. Right, that was the chart that we copied. Projected 2029, consolidated expenses. All right. Now, what we want to do is we want to arrange the windows. To arrange multiple workbooks, because by default you can only see one worksheet at a time. So we will go to view, and then we're gonna say windows, and then arrange. Click on arrange all, and then we want to arrange them vertically. Click OK. All right. So I can see all the other ones, right? So now what we want to do, let's see, did I open all this? Okay, so what we want to do next, we also wants to have, now we need to link all these. So what we want to do, we need to hide the work, all right? So what you need to do is, I will click here to maximize and then put the formula, right? And then we have to pick all these others. So we will go to the advertisement here. You will start with equal sum, double click it, then you will move to this one. You will click, you will click on this one, then comma, you will go to this one and take the advertising, comma, then go to the third one. This is advertising, comma, then to the last one. Then close the parentheses and press the enter key. So the projected, we did the sum. So we don't need the percentage. Let me maximize this. Dollar sign, the currency, right? So all this has to be dollar sign, right? Now let's go back and get the cleaning. Now you cannot fill this. You have to do it individually. Sum, double click it. Somewhat the second one now. We'll go here. This is the second one, comma, then comma, then this one, comma, then this one, and then close the parentheses when you are in the last one. That's the one, right? Then equal again, sum, double click it. Now we are here, the third one, comma, 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 comma. Now close the parentheses. Now equal, sum, double click it, the first number. Now we are here, number 4, comma, this one, double click it or click it, comma, 1, 2, 3, 4, this one, comma, 1, 2, 3, 4, this one, and then close the parentheses of the sum. Now equal sum. When it's a separate workbook, then you have to do it like this individually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this one, comma, this one, comma, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this one, comma, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this one. Right, 3 more to go. Equal sum. The first number will be number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one, comma, this one, comma, and then close parenthesis. Now equal sum. This one, comma, the second last comma, comma. Now press the enter key. Now the last one, equal. So all these are all separate workbook. You are creating a linkage, a link. So if you change any of the source, the main one will be affected. So again, sum, double click it, click on the last one, comma, double click, comma, double click, comma, double click, and then close the parentheses. So everything is done. Now we need the sum. There you go. The sum is 7, 76, and so on. Perfect. Now let me show you something now. This is our consolidated workbook, right? The main one. So I will close everything, save it. I will close this, save it, save it. Save it. All right. So once we closed it, now look what's gonna happen now. Now I will go back to my folder. And then let's say I will take the river. And then I will change some of the value here. So I will say this will be 5. I will change it to, so 2, 1, 2, 3, right? Now I will close it. The river is, save the changes, right? So now I will open my consolidated. So whatever you do changes here, see what's gonna happen to this one. So I will double click it to open it. You will get this message. These workbook contain links to one or more external sources that could be unsafe. If you trust the link, update them to get the latest data. Otherwise, you can keep working with the data you have. So because I did change it to the Riverside, so now look at the numbers here. I will update it. See, anything you do is gonna change your stuff too. Anything you do in the other source workbook, the consolidated one will be affected. And then you have to update every time. All right. So with that, I hope that you learn a lot from this video, and be sure to subscribe to this channel and like my channel so I can make you more master in Excel. So thank you so much and keep on practicing, and see you in my next videos. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.